there's only 2 of these that can fly. It doesn't fly very much, but it keeps active and hits it and blasts into the afterburner. We've had many evenings of air show dinners with the great Bob Hoover, who, by the way, is in very great health and very active out in Los Angeles, California. And he told us stories one night about this aircraft. He said the chief pilot at North American Aviation was George Welch. And he wanted Bob to test this airplane, the North American F-100. And Bob said, George, boss, because George Welch was the chief test pilot at North American, he said, boss, I have literally scoffed at Roosevelt's prediction. In 1944, over 80,000 combat planes rolled off the assembly line and headed for German and Japanese targets, and production was still accelerating. Ladies and gentlemen, President Roosevelt's unbelievable prediction has been exceeded by 50%. You know who did that? It wasn't slave labor. It wasn't forced labor. It was the men who couldn't go to war, and it was Rosie the Riveter.
Here come more.
The women who went into the factories, give them a big round of applause. They worked long hours to build these airplanes. Some of them built right here at Willow Run. It was dank, dark, damp, repetitious work, not fitting a woman. But their production run, as I just told you, got the war machines. Whether it's a plane or a tank or a C-47 or a warship, it got them into the air, thereby helping to end the war early. Now get this, by the end of the war, the U.S. had produced 300,000 warplanes. They had trained 186,000 crew members. Hitler and the Japanese warlords had fatally underestimated the capability of American industry. I'm proud to tell you that operating under the free enterprise capitalistic form of government, American industry had overcome a 10-year premeditated lead of the aggressor nations to achieve total victory in only 3.5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the citizens of America and the men who went to war. All right, there's the cover from the B-51 on the B-17. Even though the B-17 was known as the Flying Fortress, and you can see this ball turret on the belly, the tail gun, 10 guns on board the B-17 and 10 crew members. Tightly in formation on a bombing run, they still, without fighter protection, were devastated by the enemy. I want to draw your attention to a movie I want you to see called 12 O'Clock High. Came out in 1949 starring Gregory Peck. 12 O'Clock High was where the enemy would attack a B-17 from out of the sun and its most vulnerable position, the nose. Hence the name. That was a book, it became a movie, and it's not a lot of rah-rah and nifty quips and a lot of light-hearted banter. This was a motion picture about kids from Ypsilanti, from Belgium, from Detroit, from Ann Arbor, from the UP, from Ohio, from the Rockies, from New York State, from down south. They left home for the first time. They were surrounded by the enemy who wanted to kill them. Many times these kids went out on their first mission, never to return. Each time a B-17 or a B-24 went down, the possibility of 10 lives were either lost or succumbed to being prisoners of war. B-17 in front of us, geared down and dirty. Yes, there was a tailwheel environment back then. The ball turret gunner was in a Sperry gyro ball turret that prevented the gunner from hitting the undercarriage of the aircraft that he was in or the propeller tip. That little space generally had a ball turret gunner be a guy no bigger than about 5 feet 5 or 5 feet 6 and about 130 pounds. If you were claustrophobic, you were in trouble. The Sperry ball turrets were on both the B-24s and the B-17s. Because of the ground clearance on the B-17, they weren't retracted, but on the B-24, because the belly was so low to the ground, they actually retracted that ball turret for takeoff and landing, with the gunner getting in only once they were in flight. 12,731 of these aircraft were built. You are looking at approximately 50% of the flying aircraft in the United States and the world today.
How? Were you laser?
Guten Tag. Willkommen zum Willkommen Luftplatz. Mein Name ist Chauffeur Alphonse Müller. Was? Until you can see, I forgot what country I was in for just a moment. Thank you for coming to Willow Run Airport today for the Thunder Over Michigan Air Show. I just have a quick note to all the reenactors. The B-24 has been grounded, so we'll go to our morning plan, and we will begin the reenactment of the Palais Gap immediately. This is a reenactment here of in the middle of France in August of 1944, when Patton had broken through in Operation Cobra, and he has been successful in getting in behind the German lines. So what you see here is that hasty defense prepared by the German troops. As they try to engage the American forces that are both in front of them and behind them. You can hear to our left the anti-aircraft guns trying to harass the bombers. At this point of the war, the Allied Air Force had controlled the skies, and the Germans were very concerned with the interdiction of what they would call Yabos, or the ground attack. In the flank with an armored car, the British Light Infantry had no other choice but to surrender.
When they come by, they'll be
okay. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. No, I'll be right back.
What?
But the British aren't out here alone. They've got American armored infantry supporting them. And here they come. The American infantry is advancing now to suppress the Germans. fall back. The scout car is outgunned by the American half-track. So what do the Germans do? They call in the tanks. There's the very lethal Pac 40 75mm anti-tank gun. At this range, everything would be in its deadly force. And that was a light howitzer firing to support the infantry. Now we get into a tank battle with the M5 Stewarts of the 14th Armored Recreated coming in to support the American half-tracks and infantry, taking a duel with the Pac 40 and the Hetzers. With the air support helps as well. Here, recon. You can see some armored infantry coming from the south and circle the rear of the German line. The Germans are going to try to compensate, but it's not easy when you're surrounded with aircraft above you.
Yeah.